Our next story is about Rebecca Cheptegei. She was a Ugandan Olympian. Last month, she took part in her first Olympics, and she could have had many more accolades. But last Sunday, that dream was snuffed out. She had an argument with her boyfriend. He poured petrol on her. He set her on fire. 4 days later, Rebecca succumbed to her injuries. It's a haunting realization. No matter how fast women run, the threat of violence always catches up. Rebecca trained her entire life to defy limits. She represented her country at the global stage. This isn't how her story should have ended. But it has. Like countless women across the globe who face domestic violence. Our next report takes a look at Rebecca's story.
Last month, Rebecca Cheptegei was at the Olympics. A marathon runner from Uganda, she was running for glory in Paris. Yet, just weeks later, her life has run out. Today, she died. 4 days ago, her boyfriend set her on fire. The incident took place last Sunday in Kenya. Reports suggest the couple was heard quarreling outside. The argument is said to be about their house, one that Rebecca owned. That's when her partner bought a container of petrol. He poured it on her, he set her on fire. Her daughter tried to come for her rescue, but the boyfriend kicked her away. Rebecca was then taken to a hospital. Her body was 80% burnt and her organs were failing. So, after 4 days, she succumbed to her injuries. Her boyfriend was arrested after the incident, and he too is in the hospital after suffering burns. Rebecca began her career in 2010. She represented Uganda in many races. The Paris Games was her first Olympic experience. She took part in the marathon and finished 44th in the race. Uganda's sports minister called her death tragic. Authorities are investigating the circumstances of Rebecca's death. But this isn't the first such incident. Rebecca lived in Kenya's western town of Endebess. This was to be close to the training facilities. That makes her the third female athlete to be killed in Kenya since 2021. In 2021, record-breaking Kenyan runner Agnes Tirop was stabbed to death. She was just 25 years old. Her husband is on trial for the murder. Then again in 2022, Kenyan-born athlete Damaris Mutua was found dead in Iten. That makes Rebecca's death the third such case and shines a spotlight on what female athletes go through.
I can say we are still in shock and we are in pain, especially as athletes. And this thing happening in Kenya, this is the second time an athlete is being attacked. You remember the case of Agnes Tirop. Now it has come to Rebecca, so we are not happy.
We need to, as much as possible, to speak about gender-based violence and coach our people, talk to them, sensitize about the gender-based violence, and out of that probably we'll get a good society going forward.
These are women whose strides are larger than life. Yet they still can't outrun the shadows of violence. This isn't just about the loss of a talented athlete, it's also a chilling realization that even at the pinnacle of success, women remain vulnerable to violence. The stadiums may be full of crowds, the medals may glitter. Yet, behind closed doors, women face a reality that no gold medal can erase. Rebecca Cheptegei should have been remembered for her track records. Instead, she will be remembered for the fire that took her life, like the countless other women whose lives were cut short by violence.